Hey, welcome back, guys. Okay, so we have our name, our data here available, but we want to, what do we want to do? We want to post this data. So we will go to our admin controller. Obviously, we are in the users function. And at this point, we are in the edit and something has been posted. Very good. So here we will look for the validation. Now let me change this to name. That's required and it's a string. And email, and this one should be email. Yeah, email. And then password. So password is not required, okay? And it can just be a string. We don't even need to verify this at all. So let's just say email required, email name string. Okay, that's okay. So at this point, where do we put the ID? The ID comes in here. So we have data name. So let's change that to name. And let me duplicate this and add email. Okay, good. And then what else? What else? The password here. So we will put an if statement instead. So we'll say if request input copy. Okay, so if not empty, like so, boom. So 1, 2 brackets, we need 3 brackets there. 1, 2, 3, yes. So if not empty, then we're going to do what we've done with these others, just like this. So copy and paste like so. Let's move that and change it to password. Same thing here, we change it to password. Very nice. And then what do we do? User where update, and then we redirect to users. Here it is. Very cool. Okay, that should do just fine. So let's look at the what is this? There we go. Wait a minute, I want to check something here. I have noticed something strange. Login. Let's see here. What will happen in the login? Attempt. Okay. Everything seems to be good. So let's give it a shot and see. So I'm just going to change this to Mary 2. Now the password will be empty. So if we do, yeah, anyway, we have this. Where is Mary? Right here. Yeah, we will see that it has changed. We will have this .et will be different if it's a different password. So let's just say Mary2. Let's save. Okay, seems like things worked out. Let's come back here and refresh. And nothing has changed here. Okay. Everything seems to be fine. If we go back here, you will see that Mary has a 2 now. So edit, it's really that simple. So let's save that. Very nice. Let's go back. Okay, so everything is editable. We can add a user. Now let's see how to delete one. Yes, yes. So users delete. If I click here, I will get a not found. That's because the view was not found. So let's come back to category delete. Delete category, yes. Select everything in here, right click on admin folder, new file, paste, save that, and let's select the delete category and no, do not replace. That would be tragic. Okay, so let's change that to user. So that's edit underscore user.blade.php. No, man, why is it asking me to replace? Is there one that exists already? Let's see here. Edit, oh yeah, one does exist. I have to use the delete instead. So I ended up clicking the wrong thing. So it's delete underscore user.blade.php. Save that. Okay. Pretty good. Let's remove the summer note as usual. Remove it everywhere it exists that is not the add or edit post. That's the only place it's needed. And here we are deleting, so let's see here. User name. And then, what else? We have a delete button. That is good, that is good. Here we have to change category to name, like so. And that as well to name. And here as well, username. Even though this will not work because this is a disabled thingy. What we will do is duplicate this so that we can add email as well. So let's say email, because some people may have similar names and you may end up deleting the wrong user. So it's better to know which one it is using the email and the name at the same time. Okay, so let's save that and refresh our page. So it still says delete category, but that is not the right thing. Let's go up here. Are you sure you want to delete this? Let's change that to user. And what else? Where is that title? Okay, so the title is here. So that is the admin controller that has a problem. So when we get here, we are reading from the category. So let's change this as well to user. Okay, and what else? The title here should change to delete user, like this, and delete user. Very nice, very nice. And let's change this as well to users. Okie dokie. Things are looking good, so let's refresh. Okay, pretty good. So delete user. Are you sure you want to delete this user? Username, user, email there should be. Where is the delete user.blade? There we go. This one should say email. Back here, refresh, good. Username, email. So now we know who we are trying to delete. Yes. Let's click back for a second here. Click delete. Okay, there we go. Oops. The back is sending us to the wrong place. So back here, let's change this. Categories to users. Yes, like so. Alrighty then, let's refresh and click back to users. Delete. Let's click back. Okay. Delete. Okay. Alright, so at this point we can delete if we put our mind to it, but we must put a caveat because it can happen that we end up deleting all the users that are in our table. That would be terrible. We must at least have one user who is the admin. So this one is ID number 1, right? So what we can do is go to our admin controller right here on the delete. Right on the delete, and what do we do here? Yeah, so what we would do is let's go to the delete user blade right here. So let's put an if statement right about here. So if row is correct, then let's check. Let's add another if statement. So I will put PHP like that and say if row ID is equal to 1, then we are not allowed to delete this particular we should not be allowed to delete this particular user. So what we will do is we'll put an if statement. So if that is equal to 1, then we'll do something here else. So I'm going to copy that and put it here. And I'm going to say you cannot delete the main admin. Or you can have your own message here. You can just say access denied, exclamation point. You cannot delete this guy. So copy and let's put that here so that we have an else statement. And we're going to say else, put a semicolon there, remove the full colon. And then I'm going to copy, oh, sorry, actually, you must put the full colon. And so after the else, we're going to put the end if right about here. So, excuse me, duplicate that, and we should be good to go. Alrighty then, let's try and delete the main user. So delete, syntax error, token else. Where is that? Where is it? I can't really see. This coloring is weird. Okay, there we go. Else. What is it complaining about? Okay, maybe I misplaced something here. Let me think about it. So it says if that and then else. We need an end if for that else, because we have an if here as well, which is outside. Oh, I see. So the else here should be internal. So end if, our end if should be here. My bad. Okay. Cool. Let's try and refresh. Access denied. You cannot delete the main admin. But you know, people are clever. They may want to just send the correct data and delete the admin. Excuse me. So what to do? So what we can do as well here is we can just forbid that from happening. So let's see here. And if we have an else, we have that. So what I want is to still have a back button somehow. So I'm going to copy this back button here and I will put it right about there, like so. Okay. That way we have the option to go back. Sorry, couldn't find that category. We don't need the message though. I copied the message as well. Okay. So access denied, you cannot delete the main admin. Let's go back. But you know, if somebody could be very clever, they can click on delete, go here, and then click this delete, and then check to see what data is being sent. Then they can send this data anytime and actually delete our admin. But we can't have that. So let's get this if statement and make sure that even though they try to be clever, we are cleverer than them. So here, if this is posted, and we just need to check before we can do any of this. So we just redirect them without deleting the user. So I'm just going to say if row, this is the row that we got. And wait a second. Okay, that seems about right. So if that equal to 1, let's do this. If it's not equal to 1, then we will do this. But just to be sure, let's just remove this. What I want to do here is to die. So we can stop the script over here. And I just want to echo out row ID, just to be sure. Echo row ID. That way I don't delete anything in case I make a mistake. So back here, let's go and try to delete the main admin. Unfortunately, we can't do that. So what we will do is let's in the delete user, let's remove this access denied. We're just going to say if that, and let's just say and false. That way we will never get to this. It will always be the other side. Okay, pretty cool. So delete, this way we can have the access to delete, and then I'll just click delete. So it tells me that the ID is 1 there, right? Good. So it means if it's not 1, that's when we'll pass through here. So instead of this, I want to echo out echo deleted, like so that we see if that will be allowed to happen. So I'll refresh to resend the data, and you don't see that deleted there, no? You don't. But if we try a different user like Mary, let's try to delete Mary, delete, and you see that it says deleted. So very good. Now we can undo everything here up to that point. Yes. So at this point, only the first user cannot be deleted, even though they try to be clever. Then let's remove this and false there. Okay, cool. So back here, and we try to delete the main user, we are denied. Okay, so this concludes the users section as well. We can add, edit, and delete. Same thing with categories, we can do everything we want. And then same thing with the posts. So we are about ready to go to the other side of things, except that our images are not well cropped. So we need to crop those, because even here, there's very specific dimensions to these images. So we want our images to fit very well here. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.